Benvenuti a Parelli Natural Horsemanship, 16ª puntata con me Sergio Vezzoni.
Ciao Barbara.
Ciao, l'ultima volta abbiamo parlato dei finimenti, oggi parliamo invece dell'assetto, dell'equilibrio in sella, parliamo quindi di un aspetto che concerne prettamente il cavaliere, non tanto la psiche del cavallo come abbiamo affrontato invece nelle scorse puntate.
Vedremo Pat giocare un pochino con i suoi studenti, metterli alla prova in diverse situazioni, sia con il cavallo fermo in sella, sia invece in movimento. Quindi saranno esercizi che per tante persone sono un pochino la normalità nelle scuole di equitazione tradizionale rispetto a quello che abbiamo visto in tutte le altre puntate.
Quindi.
Sì, quindi è un attimino di più tradizionale. Viene fatto anche con la sella americana, quindi spesso invece nelle scuole tradizionali usiamo sempre la sella inglese, quindi vedremo parte degli studenti con una sella americana fare esercizi di movimento, quindi piedi nelle staffe, nelle diverse andature, esercizi per l'equilibrio, proprio un po' a ricercare anche un equilibrio della persona. Quindi abbiamo parlato tanto di psicologia, atteggiamento del cavallo, quindi come atteggiarsi, ma chiaramente uno dei principi fondamentali è quello di avere un buon assetto, quindi questo è un esercizio divertente per questo.
Sicuramente monta più spesso con la sella americana. Come cambia l'equilibrio? Come suggerisce lui di trovare l'equilibrio a seconda di con che sella si monti?
Sì. Ma allora, diciamo che ci sono una serie di simulazioni che possono essere fatti per la sella americana o la sella inglese. In realtà sostanzialmente il punto di equilibrio, quello che lui chiama balance point, è abbastanza identico. Nelle diverse andature insegna come cambiare questa postura nel passo, nel trotto, nel galoppo. Poi chiaramente tutto dipende dalla finalità che alla fine il cavaliere vuole avere nelle diverse discipline. Però diciamo che in un'andatura classica, quindi diciamo di campagna, è un punto centrale d'equilibrio sia nel passo che nel trotto e leggermente arretrato invece nel canter.
Quali sono le difficoltà maggiori che le persone incontrano nell'approccio all'equitazione? Quindi la prima cosa è l'equilibrio nelle prime fasi dell'apprendimento.
Sì. Diciamo che spesso anche qui nella scuola tradizionale viene usato più tempo per la tecnica, quindi per la tecnica dell'equitazione e non tanto per l'equilibrio del cavaliere. Esistono esercizi proprio da fare anche non a cavallo ma a terra per delle simulazioni proprio per lavorare su noi stessi. Quindi ecco, diciamo in questo programma viene dedicato un pochino più tempo a quest'area anche senza cavallo.
Va bene, allora andiamo a vedere il video di Pat.
Guys, what I'd like to do is give you a couple of exercises that will help you obtain superior balance and fluidity while riding. Riding is nothing more than a mere act of not falling off. All right? So we've got Amy and Emily here with their level 4 black strings, and we've got Brian and Jenna here, level 3 riders. Got some young horses and some experienced horses. So let's start with a few things. One of the things that I find is a lot of people don't really find their balance mounting and dismounting. All right? So what I'm going to do is give you a balance position. What I want you to do is just try all these things like this. Get yourself set up with your foot out, step off, put your rear end in the saddle, step back on. All right? What I want to see you do is do this 3 times with rhythm. After you've done it once this way, then completely set yourself up the other way. Reverse everything, foot out, look them in the eye, step in, step out. Step in, step out. Okay? Go ahead and start. Step in, step out. These are really good exercises, not only for horses, but for humans. We can get used to doing little things like this. Put your rear end in the saddle. There you go. Put that cheek right in the saddle. All right? This is a good safety aspect, because if you're in that position, you can learn how to, if something were to happen, you're in the safest position possible. All right? Now, we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to get to this position. We're going to look them in the eye, touch our foot down, and put our rear end, not our belly buttons, but our rear end back in the saddle. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Go ahead and start now. Down, touch. That a girl, she's got to get used to it. And balance. All right? Good exercises. your foot in the stirrup, touch down and back up. If you need to tighten your saddle, that's fine. There you go. We've got another green string rider here, Caton rider Parelli. Caton, what we're doing is some balancing exercises. So what I'd like you to do is take your hands, get yourself ready to prepared to get off. I'd put this over my elbow if I were you. Okay, there we go. You get yourself and just go like this, rear end in the saddle, leg on and off. This would be particularly good for you, Caton, because when you had a stroke when you were 12, you lost some coordination in the right side of your body, so shorten this left rein up a little bit. There you go. Right hand on the saddle horn, look her in the eye, get your leg off, put your rear end, oh, the old balanced. Put your rear end there, now slide on, get on again, swing on. Now this time, again, try to get yourself to when you go off, see, this is one of those perfect examples. Put your rear end back in the saddle, okay? Look her in the eye, half off, all the way. Get that leg over, get that rear end, turn, hang in there, and wait till we get the balance. Now, all righty. Want to try it on the other side? I'll even tighten your saddle up for you a little bit. Okay, now the rest of you riders, what I want you to do is to start just doing some really simple exercises. Go like this. Take yourself out, get yourself up, get yourself back, like that. Try it on both sides. Just take yourself and get yourself to where you can kneel up on for just a second or two and then back down. Okay? Okay, Caton, you try stepping off the other side. Do half on, half off. You're not going to get all the way off. You're going to step off in that other stirrup. There we go. And you guys just practice little things like this. Moving around, up in your saddle. There you go. Now get your rear end in the saddle, Caton. Get your rear end. Now back on. There we go. Good job, Caton. That's the kind of balancing stuff that we're talking about. Okay? Now, what I'd like you to do is we're going to start off with some real simple things. We're going to ride around and we're going to try just isolating, separating, recombining some different things. One of the things we're going to do at a walk, a trot, and then a canter is take our foot out and put it back in. Take our foot out, put it back in. Take our foot out, put it back in. Then try your left side. Take your foot out, put it back in. So let's see you do that as we're doing it now. Foot out, put it back in. Put foot out, put it back in. All right? We're going to start with that. Then we're going to start with some other exercises with our hands and our arms. We'll see if we can get ourselves to where we can practice some simple things just to isolate working on our balance. Okay? So let's head out here. We'll ride around. And let's all stay in kind of a line. And let's start at a walk. Foot out, foot back in. Right foot out, foot back in. Just get used to finding that stirrup. Foot out, foot back in. Let's take our leg, swing it around. Take our leg, swing it around. Let's try it at the trot. Leg out, put it back in. Leg out, put it back in. Leg out, put it back in. Get your foot out of the stirrup, put it back in. Get to where we can find those things. I want everybody to stand up and push on your horse's mane and put your hand on your head. I want you to trade. Hands and head. Hands and head. Hands and head. Hands and head. I want you to practice. Both hands on head. Both hands on the cantle. Hands on head. One foot out, one foot in. Right foot out, right foot in. Left foot out, left foot in. Take your arms, swing them around. Point over their head, one arm, point over the head with the other arm. These are just all the kind of exercises. Now we're going to put our right knee in the saddle. Put them back in. Put our left knee in the saddle. Put it back in. Take both feet out of the stirrups. Put them back in. Take both feet out of the stirrups. Put them back in. Both feet back in. Hands in the air, feet out, feet in. Feet out, feet in. Now let's down to a walk. Now if you can for just a moment, I want you to stand up. As much as you can in one stirrup, knee on the back. Then try the other one. These are all the little things we can do, because the inevitable is going to happen sometime. That's going to happen to you, and you're going to wonder how to get back in that saddle. Okay, let's try it at a canter. Feet out, feet in, one foot at first at a time. Go back and ask some of the same things. One foot out, one foot in. One foot out, one foot in. One then the other. Try both feet. Try standing up at the canter. Try putting one arm forward, the other arm forward. All great balancing exercises. Hands out. Arms around. Left arm ahead. Right arm ahead. Left arm ahead. Right arm ahead. Left arm ahead. Right arm ahead. Both feet out. Both feet in. Both feet out. Both feet in. Both feet out. Down to a walk. Attaboy. I had someone ask me one time, does that improve your balance? And I said, no, that proves your balance. What we can do is learn to isolate, to separate and recombine. Let's get back in our little shape here. Back in the rodeo days, the saddle bronc riders had two theories. One is some guys rode with a really short saddle that was really tight, and a long stirrup. They couldn't get in the action of the horse as good, but they stayed on more often. The other guys had a longer saddle with a shorter stirrup. Those were the really classy riders, and they had a theory. This saddle, the longer one, you might be able to get out of it easier, but you could also get back into it easier. And so one of the things that happens is the inevitable. The greater forces of gravity are apt to take over. What most people do is they avoid any kind of thing that I'll never get out of position. But in fact, one of the very best things you can do is learn how to get yourself in all these situations and practice getting back in. You could call it controlled catastrophe. You could call it planning ahead. You could call it isolating, separating, recombining. So these are several of the exercises that would be really, really fun. And it would be good at any time that you feel, especially in a nice, safe environment like this. And if you're really wanting to separate out some of the things for your balance. So good job, guys. I'm proud of you. All right, well let's go on beyond levels 3 and 4, and let's think about really getting gymnastic. So let's start first of all on the ground. So Emily, would you be a spotter for Amy? What I'd like her to do is to do a handstand for you to just give her something to block her legs against, all right? So we're gonna start with some non-horse balancing activities. Very good. Long enough. Very good. So these are some things that maybe you could do to just keep going to good, better, best, never let it rest, get you good, better, and your better, best. Trampolines, tumbling exercises, bicycles, unicycles, all the different things. Skateboards, any of these kind of things are really great things, make us more balanced for our horses. All right? So, if I could get you girls to take your horses out and around that way, and let's see if I can get you guys to try a simple stand up in the saddle, but make sure you've got a hold of your reins in some way so that you can control your horse, all right? Think about it here. If you want to go up and come back down, that's fine by me. Very good. These are the kind of things that as you explore more and more with your horses, that you can just experiment around as you're more and more sure. Of course, Ronnie Willis told me once, you always have to be sure before you do something like that, and the only way you can be sure is that you're sure. So in other words, get your opinions to match up with facts, with all the things you've done with your horse, that would probably be something they'd be okay to do. So think of everything's being progressive in your levels. You wouldn't do that at level 1 with a horse, but by the time you're starting to level 3 and 4, these are all the things you prepared for.
La ricerca dell'equilibrio, quindi il lavoro anche su se stessi, è fondamentale per Pato, perché nel momento in cui ci approcciamo a un animale, al cavallo, bisogna avere la coscienza di sé, del proprio corpo e delle proprie azioni.
Chiaramente meno siamo fastidiosi per il movimento del cavallo, più tutto risulterà in armonia e naturale per noi e per lui.
L'ottica è sempre quella del semplificare a cavallo, del rendere le cose più naturali possibili.
Sì, infatti avete visto anche in questo video gli esercizi sono semplici, ma alla fine lui dice in questo programma i concetti sono semplici ma non facili poi da applicare. quindi come tante cose c'è il buon senso, la pratica e l'esercizio quotidiano.
Sergio, noi siamo arrivati alla fine delle lezioni didattiche, però in realtà ci sarà ancora un'ultima puntata per quanto riguarda questa prima serie, in cui avremo un'intervista speciale.
Pat è venuto a Verona, abbiamo realizzato con lui una fiera cavalli, una bella intervista ed è una bella, penso, opportunità per finire questa serie con voi. Intanto vi ringrazio per quest'anno di appuntamenti e spero di continuare anche l'anno prossimo.
Allora noi diamo l'appuntamento con questa puntata speciale in cui Pat racconta in qualche minuto un po' quella che è proprio la sua filosofia, poi sentito dire da lui, dalle sue parole, sicuramente ha un altro effetto sul pubblico italiano che non tutti i giorni ha a che fare con lui.
Sì, penso che sia un bellissimo finale per questo appuntamento.
Io ringrazio te e tutto il gruppo Parelli Italia e do l'appuntamento alla prossima puntata. Arrivederci.